On yesterday's Rank This, I gave you my top 40 Eurovision songs of all time up through last year. What about this year's contest? What about the 25 songs now there? With Joost Klein now being eliminated, he was disqualified last night. It should be interesting to see what happens. And what I'm about to give you is my personal take on this. I don't agree with a lot of the Eurovision fans. I never do. But it'll still be fun, and you'll see what I'm rooting for when the finals happen later today. So let's take a look at the 2024 Eurovision Song Contest entries and my preferences and how they rank right here. Let's rank this. Welcome to this special Rank This. I'm TC Kirkham, TKR Video Central and the Kirkham Report. We are talking 2024 Eurovision finals are later this afternoon, and we are here to rank this year's 25 entries. Now, 26th entry, the Netherlands, Joost Klein, was disqualified earlier this morning after some accusations were made against him. The EBU decided it was best that he did not continue in the contest and have sent him home. He had one of the favorites in the contest, Europapa, which was a huge favorite among the fandom. I actually kind of liked it. It was kind of goofy. But we've taken that out of consideration and are only going to look at the top 25. It's a good thing I didn't record this early. I would have looked like an idiot. In any case, these are my personal preferences. Your mileage may vary. I've got quite a few that are rather low that I know people love, and quite a few rather high that I know people don't like. But this is me, and it always will be. And I never conform to the European fan community. Probably because I'm an American. I don't see things quite the same way. Let me get a drink here. And let's get started. We'll count them up from 25 to 1. And we'll see where it goes. Number 25 actually surprised me by getting through to the finals. I didn't think it had a prayer. Obviously, it has a big pocket of fandom out there. Number 25, Ireland. Bambi Thug and Doomsday Blue. I'm sorry, I just don't get this song. She can't sing. The video is confusing. The performance was all over the road. I just don't like it. It's that simple. I have never not liked anything from Ireland either, so I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but it reminds me a lot of the whole Hatred Will Prevail from Hatari in 2019. Didn't like that one either, although that at least was a good song. This isn't even that, so I don't know. Number 25, Ireland. Sorry, everybody that loves them. Number 24, again, I don't get this. I don't get the presentation. I don't get the staging. The song is in Estonian, so I can't understand it, and I could look it up, but it wouldn't make much sense. Number 24, Estonia. I'm not going to try and say the song because I don't want to mangle it. It is by 5 minutes, and I think it's Pull Up or Pull Up. I don't get this either. I admit I am not really a big fan of the song, and I never have been. So there it is. Number 23, Latvia, Dawns and Hollow. Compared to everything else this year, this song is a snooze. Oh my God. He has an amazing voice. I love his voice. But this particular song might have worked a couple of years ago, might have worked better when there were a lot of ballads out there, but there's so much up-tempo stuff here. And a lot of the ballads are just, except for one maybe, are just pretty much falling flat. I haven't really liked much of what I've heard. But this one, just a snooze fest from beginning to end. I also don't get the costume he wore on the semis. This kind of skin tight tank top that looked like a I don't know, almost a wetsuit type thing. I didn't get that. Number 23, Latvia, Hollow by Dawns. Number 22, I know this is a fan favorite too. It did well in the semis on Tuesday. From what I would gather, of course, the final semis scores won't come out till after the contest is over. Sylvester Belt and Luktelk. Lithuania always has a good pocket of popularity among the Eurovision fans. They are the only Baltic country that has not yet won. And I'm ambivalent. It's not a bad song. It's not great. The performance was okay. I don't know. I just it doesn't work for me as well as some of the other stuff does. So number 22, Lithuania and Luktelk, Sylvester Belt. Number 21, and I know this is going to get me in trouble too, the United Kingdom, Ollie Alexander and Dizzy. I really hate the staging they did. It's so confusing the way that they're moving the camera to fit everybody that's supposedly on the ceiling and on the walls. I really hate the staging on this. The song itself is okay. Ollie Alexander, I believe he was an X Factor or Britain's Got Talent winner. I don't remember which. I'm not a big fan of his voice. I'm not. It's okay, but it's not great. I think he'll do considerably better than what I'm putting him at. I think he'll go up probably in the top 15. But this is my choice. I'm just not a big fan of that song. Number 21, United Kingdom, Ollie Alexander and Dizzy. Number 20, another song that's a favorite, a rabid favorite on the ESC communities online. I'm just not feeling it. Italy, Angelina Mango and La Noia. I like the song. I hate the video. The video is absolutely nonsense. I can't say much about it. The performance is fine. The song is okay. It's the kind of stuff that the Eurovision fan community usually goes nuts for, and I recognize that, but it's still not my cup of tea. I just don't care for it much. Number 20, Italy and Angelina Mango and La Noia. Number 19, Gate from Norway and Oldham. These guys are good. I like their style, but I agree with one of my subscribers, Morton, who is from over there. He thinks they're too good for Eurovision. I don't know if I'd say they're too good for Eurovision, but I definitely think that this song is out of place among this year's entries. It's a good song. I think that they're very talented, but I just there's so much more I think are better qualified for a Eurovision winner than this one. Not to say it's bad at all, and I'd like to explore their music a little bit more, but I just don't care for it that much. Number 19, Norway, Gate and Oldham. Number 18, Slovenia, Raven and Veronica. I've tended to get into Slovenia since LPS was on a couple years ago. Loved Joker Out last year. This one doesn't do it for me at all. It's not a bad song. It's just not my cup of tea. Some people like it. Some people hate it. It's probably going to finish in the middle pack somewhere. Your mileage may vary. Number 18, Slovenia, Raven and Veronica. Number 17, Teodora, Serbia, and Ramonda. I like this. This is okay. Her performance is good. I like the ethnic Serbian beat to it. Serbia has surprised me. Sometimes they produce really great stuff that I love and put in my top 10. Other times, not so much. This is kind of in between. I like it. I don't love it. I don't think it's going to be huge. I might be wrong, though. The fandom seems to have a soft spot for it. They're a great, they always have interesting entries, whether they're good or bad. This one is definitely into that category, but for me, it falls underneath a lot of other stuff. And so Serbia is at number 17 on my list this year. Teodora and Ramonda. Number 16, Greece. Marina Sati and Zari. Greece and I have a love-hate relationship. Sometimes I love them, other times I can't stand them. And usually when I love them, the ESC fandom hates them, and when I hate them, the ESC fandom loves them. The fandom is huge behind this one. I like this song. I won't be disappointed if it gets in the top 10. It's a good song. Greece always does great stuff, and they always have the very Greek ethnic beat behind it, which I really enjoy. I love it when countries put their national the heritage sounds into it. It just makes it a better song. It's not a bad song. I was surprised it was performed in English. I didn't expect that. But she's good, but I like other stuff better. I'm going to give it number 16. If it finishes higher, I won't be unhappy. Number 16, Greece, Marina Sati and Zari. Number 15, I don't get this, but it was fun as hell. And so I have put it at number 15. Spain, Nebulosa and Zora. Apparently Nebulosa is like a beloved pair, a duo in the country. The vibes I get from the lead singer and the young men that are dancing around her. Little bit weird, but the song is good. The presentation was interesting. It was fun. Is it a great song? No. Is it a good song? Yes. Is it got a shot at it? Possibly. I don't know. It does seem to have some strong pockets of support, but not overall. So 15th sounds about right for it. Spain, Nebulosa, and Zora. Number 14, Cyprus. Cilia, I think it is. Cilia Capsis and Lyre. I like this. I like this from the beginning. I gave it an 8 at the semifinals. This is a great song, great number, great dancing, great power in it. Everything else from this point on, I just really like, and it's really, really hard to pick a winner. Cyprus has a track record of being hugely popular with the fans, but not quite getting up there enough to win. It's been a while since they've won. This one could do the same thing. Cyprus, number 14, Cilia Capsis and Lyre. Number 13, Austria, Colleen and We Will Rave. I have to admit this one surprised me that it got through. I liked it, but I didn't know if I liked it that much. On rewatching it, I do. I like the song. I like the way it's presented. I mean, there could be more lights because raves would be like going crazy. But it's a good song. Excuse me. Austria always presents stuff that is worthy of being here. Although sometimes I don't get the overwhelming love for it, like Caesar Sampson a few years ago. I liked it, but I didn't love it. But this song is good, and I think it's going to finish in the middle of the pack. And the presentation was dynamite at the semis, so hopefully it'll stay that way at the finals. Number 13, Austria, Colleen and We Will Rave. Number 12, France, Sylmaine and Mon Amour. This, like the ballad earlier that I mentioned from Latvia, this one is an outlier. I mean, there's not very many ballads at all that made it through. This one, it has a slow build that just mesmerizes you. I don't know Slimane or Sylmaine, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, but he is popular in his native France, and this is just a great song. Will it do it well enough? I think it's good. France always does pretty well unless they have a really bad song. And they've had a couple of bad songs since I've started watching Eurovision. This one, I think, is tending to end up in the upper half rather than the lower half. We'll see where, because the fandom is all over the road. Some people love it, some people hate it. There's a lot of middle-of-the-road pockets for it. Number 12, France, Slimane and Mon Amour. Number 11, Portugal, Iolanda and Grito. Portugal, they're another country that just floors me. Sometimes they come up with a true gem like Love Is On My Side by the Black Mamba in 2021. Other times they come up with crap like Telemopus from Osiris. I can't remember the name of the group, the duo that did it, in 2019, which was just shit, okay? This one is really good. I like the performance. I like the spiritedness of it. And it captures pop sounds while also doing the traditional Portuguese feel to it. I don't know if it has a lot of support. It obviously got through. It did better than 6 of the other acts. But we'll have to wait and see whether it's going to be really up there. But I like it a lot. Number 11, Portugal, Iolanda, and Grito. Entering my top 10, we get Armenia at number 10 with Jaco by La Dinava. This is the only purely ethnic, traditional type of song in this year's contest. Usually you'll find 3 or 4 of them. I mean, it still has a pop sensibility, don't get me wrong. But La Dinava, they are terrific, and her voice is amazing. This song is really good. I love the presentation. I love the way it's staged. It looks fantastic. I think it's definitely going to be a top 10 finisher. We'll see what happens. Armenia, La Dinava, and Jaco at number 10. Number 9, Germany, Isaac and Always on the Run. This does not have much support online, and I'm not surprised. Germany usually doesn't. I like the song. I have problems with Isaac, and my problems with Isaac are not problems anyone else has. He reminds me of a young Robbie Coltrane, and it kind of throws me off when I'm listening to the song. The song is great. The song is beautiful, and I love the way the sentiment is presented on stage. Way he presented it on his preview. Of course, he goes straight to the finals for judging, so we'll see what happens with the televote and stuff today. But I like this better than several German entries recently, and I think it's going to do better than people think it will. Number 9, Germany, Isaac and Always on the Run. Number 8, Luxembourg. Their return this year, Tali and Fighter. This is a great song. Really well done from beginning to end. I was wondering if they were going to get through. They were the last one cleared at the finals on Thursday. Tuesday. I forget which finals they were on Tuesday. Sorry. I love her voice. She has this great voice. I mean, she's got amazing octave range. The song is really good too. It's nice to see Luxembourg back. They have been away for, I think, 26 years, it was said earlier. They were dominant in the 70s, 60s, and 70s. They won quite a few, including the very first Eurovision contest way back in 1956. It's nice to see them back, and I hope they do well with it. Number 8, Tali and Fighter from Luxembourg. Number 7, pure teen pop at its best with a Euro bent. Marcus and Martinez, Sweden, number 7, and Unforgettable. The song is not unforgettable. The staging, however, is. I love the Matrix style staging they're doing for this song. I think it's creative. I think it's really fun. These guys are Norwegian. Why they're competing for Sweden is beyond me. I guess they were kind of teen idols in Norway for a while, and then they kind of got dumped, so they went to Sweden and relaunched their careers. They're the only twins in the finals this year. We've had that several years in a row. Love the song too. It's very in sync, very boy band. It's a good song. I hope it does well. Number 7, Sweden, Marcus and Martinez, and Unforgettable. Number 6, love this song from beginning to end. Georgia, Nusa, Buzaladze, and Firefighter. What a great song this is. What a great presentation it is. Love the whole fire elements in this that they brought in because of the title of the song. Really great color scheme they have going on too, which is something that I don't normally pay attention to unless it really strikes me. And this one just is mesmerizing. I think it's going to do well. I don't know how well it'll do with the fandom, but I love it, and I hope it does do well indeed. Number 6, Georgia, Nutsa Buzaladze and Firefighter. Top 5 starts here with Croatia, Baby Lasagna and Rim Tim Tagi Dim. This has been one of the fan favorites this year. It has slowed down a bit the last few weeks, but I still think it's going to do very well. His performance is good. As I said when I covered it on the semis, nobody really understands that he's telling the story of Jack and the Beanstalk in this song, in its own kind of skewed way. It's a great little song. I'd like to see it do well. The performance is kind of out there and over the top, which works for what they've got going for it. Sometimes that doesn't work, and it does here. And I really think that they'll do well with it. Number 5, Croatia, Baby Lasagna, and Rim Tim Tagi Dim. Number 4, there is no denying these guys. They are definitely going to finish top 5. They could take the whole contest. We'll see. Ukraine, Alana and Jerry Heil, Teresa and Maria performed in Ukrainian. Alana is the singer, Jerry is the rapper. Together they have put together a brilliant piece of music. Lots of power behind this. They are really terrific. The staging surprised me because I had seen the national final and it was so sedate, and then Alana comes out in this gorgeous gown the other day. Really something. Ukraine is always a favorite, even when they're not fighting with Russia. They are always a favorite, and this song is one of their best. Number 4, Ukraine, Alana and Jerry Heil, and Teresa and Maria. Number 3, Israel, Eden Golan and Hurricane. This song is so powerful. It has been rewritten several times to qualify because Eurovision had a problem with the political aspect of the lyrics, which were talking about the attack in October, which led to the mess that's happening now. They've toned it down a bit and turned it into an incredible song of resilience, an incredible song of resistance. They are getting protests. They have had boos. She doesn't deserve them. Do not blame the person for what the country is doing or vice versa. This song is excellent all the way around. Number 3, Israel, Eden Golan and Hurricane. Number 2, how can you not like this guy or these guys, these two? Because it's just so out there and so much fun that it's irresistibly funky. Number 2, Finland, Windows 95 Man and No Rules. You don't even need to know what the song is about. Just watch the performances, because the blonde guy with the Windows logos that have been blurred out on his hat and his t-shirt, and no pants, or at least appears to have no pants on for part of the song. This thing is so infectious and fun and funny, and you can't get away from it. And no offense, I know people liked Cha 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 last year, but that was pure crap compared to this. I like this so much. It's so much fun, and it's just as outlandish, and it could push Finland to the top. We'll see. Number 2, Finland, Windows 95 Man and No Rules. And that leaves us with my number 1 pick, and I think you guys have figured out what it is. Perfect performance, perfect staging, perfect dance, everything perfect about this person. They are fabulous all the way across the board. That voice electrifies me. The staging and choreography was mind-blowing, the best I have ever seen at Eurovision. And I think the song has the potential to break here, which is really unusual. I mean, occasionally something will break through. Rosalind snapped it a couple years ago on the AAA circuit. This song, I have a feeling this song is going to be all over the radio, all over the world before the end of the year. It is just that good. Number 1, Switzerland, Nemo, and The Code. Nemo has an incredible voice, ranging, by trade, they are a rapper, but they also play violin, they do vocals, they play guitar. They are absolutely fantastic, and I cannot see any scenario where they do not end up in the top 3. I honestly can't. They are fantastic. I gave it a 10 on the semis. The performance just absolutely is the best live performance I have ever seen at a Eurovision concert, ever. For the 8 years I've been watching, nobody has come close to the staging that they did for this song. I just really think it is going to be the breakout hit of Eurovision 2024. Number 1, Switzerland, Nemo, and The Code. Running up the top 10 real quick again: Armenia, number 10. Germany, number 9. Luxembourg, number 8. Sweden, number 7. Georgia, number 6. Croatia, number 5. Ukraine, number 4. Israel, number 3. Finland, number 2. And Switzerland, number 1. Switzerland kind of got robbed in 2021 when Måneskin snuck in and grabbed it away from Jean's Tears, so they deserve it this year. Nemo, I am looking forward to watching their explosion around the world over the next couple of years. I think that Nemo is going to be as big as Dottie Freyer has become, even here in the States. Freyer has yet to have a hit single here in the States, but he's sold out 2 tours so far, and I think Nemo will be able to do the same thing. That voice is just incredible. So that is my ranking of this year's 2024 Eurovision entrants, the finalists. If you would like to know, I will tell you up front, had it not been disqualified, Europapa by Joost Klein, which was from the Netherlands, was in the list at 9th place originally. So everything else would have been dropped down a notch. But I'm surprised that happened. I really wish that they hadn't had something like this happen, because it kind of puts a pall on the whole thing. But this afternoon, 3 o'clock Eastern, 12 noon Pacific on Peacock here in the States, or you can catch it on Eurovision's YouTube channel. The 2024 finals are going to happen, and we will have a winner. If you've already subscribed to my channel, thank you very much. If you haven't, please do. Don't forget to share this out, and please leave a comment. I don't know how I'm doing without you. Until tonight, when I do the final show, and with the regular stuff coming back finally tomorrow, as things start to settle down. For Rank This, I'm TC Kirkham. I will see you on the interwebs. Ciao, baby.